Hi everybody, it's Alex and Terry, and we're doing a little bit different than our typical Snack Crate video. We are actually talking about our upcoming vacation, which, drum roll, is a Viking river cruise.
In tandem.
You're the worst. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we're super pumped because in 5 days we're going on a Viking river cruise, and so we thought we'd do this video to kind of talk about how we found Viking and why we continue to choose them, and actually talk about our upcoming river cruise, because eventually I'll put on videos up on the YouTube channel that has each of our days. We'll probably compare different things, so it should be like a whole series, so it's going to be exciting. And so yeah, so I guess we should just start about how we found Viking, because that's probably the biggest thing. It's not a typical luxury cruise or cruise line that you hear about. It's not like Royal Caribbean or Carnival. So we found Viking.
We were watching the Sherlock Christmas special a few years back on PBS, and they had one of those river cruises commercials, and it seemed kind of nice, and she actually mentioned the question, I wonder if they go to Italy. And then I reminded her they don't have very large rivers in Italy to get a large ship
Geography,
down.
not my
but we went to their website and saw that they did offer ocean cruises as well, and one of them was called the Romantic Mediterranean. They don't have that specific one anymore. They slightly modified it because they don't go to the island of Corsica.
Which is a shame.
Yeah, that was a great island.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So we kind of decided to do that, and we planned it to be our 1-year anniversary / honeymoon, because we did not go on a honeymoon after our wedding. So.
And I will also say that when Terry and I got engaged, which was almost 4 years ago, 2014, 4 years ago, when we got engaged, he mentioned to me that we had to spend more money on the honeymoon than on the actual cruise.
Yeah.
And so...
No, more money on the honeymoon than the actual wedding.
That's what I said.
No, you said cruise.
Oh.
But that's okay, we can edit that out in post-production.
Oh, stop. I won't probably, because you made that joke. So that's how we found Viking. We started watching all these videos with one of like the main ladies. She does every single video, and she's the best. She talks about all the different itineraries and the different excursions you could do. And so we started looking into that and decided to book our ocean cruise. So we ended up embarking in early March of 2017, and we went from Barcelona. I'm going to do this because that's what I remember. So Barcelona.
She's actually going backwards. She's doing it for you, not for you. So actually, we went that way from your point of view.
Okay, so Barcelona. Then Toulon. Then we went to...
For those of you that don't know,
Toulon is in the south of France.
France, because the Mediterranean's on the south side of France.
Okay, but it was like, you could take an excursion to like Marseille, I think was like the nearest biggest
take a bus up to Marseille.
City. Then we did Monte Carlo in Monaco. And then we did Corsica, which is an island off the south of France. And then we did Florence and Rome.
Yep.
It was amazing, but I think the biggest thing was how much we loved the cruise kind of immediately. We got onto the boat, we felt very welcomed.
Yes.
Check-in was super easy, like...
I mean, I went through Comic-Cons that take far longer to get through than getting on this boat with all the security measures.
Oh, and I even forgot, people met us at the terminal.
Yes, when you arrive at the airport, they have a big sign up that says Viking. You make sure to pull your luggage, you put a special tag on it, and then they get your luggage from the airport to the boat. They take you there by charter bus. When we arrived on the boat, we went and had lunch, it was very customer service focused. This is where we're going. Lots of places down the Rhine River.
Wow, so exciting. So yes, we're doing the Rhine River Cruise, which is a very popular river cruise. A lot of people start their river cruise journey with Viking on the Rhine. We're going for 8 days yet again. We thought that 8 days was a really good amount of time. We got a lot of time off the boat, and we didn't have to take too much time off of work. But what's really cool about Viking in general is that you're off the boat for a lot longer than you are on some typical cruises. We've both been on cruises that have been kind of like to the Bahamas and stuff.
Yeah, the ones where you pay like $300 a person for a weekend to head down on a boat with like 3,000 people on there.
Yeah, those. So we've both been on those, and you're really off the boat for like 4 to 6 hours. Like this was definitely more like 9, 10, 12 hours some days. So we really like that because we had time to do all the touristy stuff, but also like kind of get immersed into the culture and be able to spend time like just exploring. And what's really also cool about Viking is it's an all-inclusive luxury cruise, so all of your excursions are included. So there are some optional ones, which we'll talk about in a second, but every day that you're off the boat, there's an included tour that you can take. And so I think Terry's going to talk about some of that.
I mean, do y'all want to hear it?
I think they do. And if they don't, we're going to tell them anyway.
So one thing that she is particularly looking forward in our first port after Amsterdam, of course, is eating cheese.
Lots of cheese.
In Kinderjik,
Netherlands.
Netherlands, in case you don't know where that is. Here's the map again.
I'll probably put a good picture, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that is actually extra. The included one is just seeing windmills around Kinderjik. This one will be seeing the windmills and getting to eat, you know, cheese made there.
Yeah, we're going to a place where they've been making cheese for hundreds of years, which is really exciting. And I think it was only maybe $69 a person extra, something like that. There are more expensive ones on some days, but the included ones are so good. You typically get a guide, you're put on a bus, you get like, you know, audio.
The guides are always English speaking. They have these mics, and you get a radio transmitter, so you listen in. They have a big sign, so you don't get lost.
And they live there.
And yes, they are locals. They are actually locals in that city who have been specialty trained and certified. I don't know.
But they're not just like people on the boat. They're contracted through Viking, and they live in the country, which is pretty cool.
Yep. The next one isn't that big of a deal. It's just Cologne is where we're going. And we're just going to do the included walking tour. The main reason we're doing that is Cologne is where some very famous Christmas markets are. So once we actually go through the tour and see what's going on, we'll be off on our own. So we can try mulled wine, get some brats, get some roasted chestnuts over an open fire, get rachati. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I have no idea. But cheese in the videos.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be a lot of the video that we shoot coming up. Is she's very excited about that.
The cheese.
What's next? Oh, Marksburg Castle.
Yeah.
That's in Koblenz. I don't know anything about this castle. It's 3 hours and we're going to be walking. We'll see. That's about it. I mean,
it is included. It's another included.
Yeah, it's included. We're not going to pay extra for that.
But that night.
Yes, but that night we will be, I don't know where we'll be.
Rudensheim.
We'll be in Rudensheim on Rhine. And we're actually paying extra to have a dinner there in this very special little place.
It's like a cute, adorable cabin looking
village.
They have like cobblestone streets, and we get to have like a local dinner.
It's like if you ever watch one of those Disney movies and they show you an old European city, this is exactly what they ripped off. So this one is actually good because it includes all the beer and wine and all the food. We paid the one fee for each person, which wasn't that much. What was it, like 75?
Something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad for a really nice dinner in another country.
Oh, and pause, on Viking cruises, you can upgrade to the Silver Spirits package, which is like $15 extra a day, and you can get beer, wine, and soda at any time during the day.
No, 24/7.
24/7.
If you want to get drunk face at 2 o'clock in the morning, they will bring the alcohol to your cabin.
Oh yeah.
I'm not kidding.
But they do serve beer and wine with breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, they don't serve beer with breakfast. I don't know. There might be.
I mean, some people might want to start early.
But during lunch and dinner, you do get alcoholic beverages included. If you do the spirits package, you can actually request chef recommended wine and beer to go with the food that they prepared. So
we definitely upgraded.
Okay, you can read this one.
Okay, so on day 5, we're going to Heidelberg, Germany.
Heidelberg!
And we're doing a tour, just a panoramic tour, but it is 6 hours. So it's a long day that we'll be off the boat and doing, you know, all of the highlights of Heidelberg. Then we'll also be in Speyer, Germany.
Yeah, because these places are so close, the travel time between the ports is so minimal that after being in one place, we're going to go ahead and just get on down to the next one so we can spend the night there and get to see what it's like, you know, at night. So that's another great thing about the river cruising is with the oceans, you're at one port per day. You may even be on the ocean for a day or two. With the river, you can do sometimes 2 ports a day.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. And just the scenery while we're going down the river, it'll be different than just like plain open water. It will actually be like seeing some of the videos on YouTube and stuff. It's, you know, castles and forts and all these little
hills,
towns.
Trees, water,
nature,
rocks,
all of that.
Maybe a bird or two.
Oh, okay. So day 6 is Strasbourg, France.
That's another Christmas market place.
So excited! So we're gonna do the 4-hour included tour, but then we'll have time.
We're gonna do that in the morning, and then come back to the boat for lunch, and then head back out to the Christmas markets.
There was an optional tour that you could upgrade for that did sell out, actually. That was like the taste of Christmas markets, and they actually had a guide and took you. It was like $125.
And it was like 7 or 8 hours for it.
Yeah, it's like 7 hours.
It's like all day.
Which it sounds wonderful, but we just wanted to kind of explore on our own. And
plus it sold out.
It did sell out.
Yeah, it sold out fast.
So I'm sure we'll hear some good stories on the boat since there's only many people. Day 7 is Brioche, Germany. And that's when we're going to... B-R-E-I-S-H-C-H down there.
Don't forget to put that.
No, I won't. I'll do it. Thanks. We're taking the included tour, which is the Black Forest tour.
Which is actually where the cake is from, if that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, super pumped about that. And then that will actually be our last day on the boat because the next day we are in Basel, Switzerland. And we actually get off the boat. It will probably be really early. Now Viking does give you the option to pre or post your tour. So like you can spend a couple extra days in Amsterdam. It was fairly cheap. It was like $500 extra a person for 2 or 3 extra days. And then you can also stay. But we decided that, you know, we weren't gonna just come home.
That does include like a 3 to 5 star hotel locally there. And
some of your food is included.
It includes food, it includes a guide to help you get around. So, you know, you're not just saying $500 and they leave you on your own. They take pretty good care of you. And we were thinking about doing pre-Amsterdam, but then if we did that, we were like, well, that's $1,000. We could use that towards another one.
Which will more than likely book another cruise on the cruise. We're already planning to do that. You know, since we booked the cruise, they have an entire portal where you can see all of these things that we talked about. It's called My Viking Journey, and that's where you like upload all of your information and you pick your excursions and you have a calendar. They send you notifications. It's really awesome, like dashboard portal that you can like keep up. It even tells you how many days are left, and then they send you some communication throughout the year. And then about 60 days before your cruise, they send you a cool like zipper. This is actually different than the one we got on the ocean one. This is for the river. And inside of there, they have the book that we got, one for each of us. It even has our names on it. Mm-hmm. They give you Viking tags that you can be able to put your address on, and they highly recommend you put that on your suitcase.
Yeah, these are full leather, so we still have ours from our last one, so we're just going to use them again, but they're really high quality. I got to give them that.
They also give us stickers.
So you don't get lost in the airport.
Yeah, so this is for, like we mentioned, yeah, they have a representative that's by baggage claim to find you and put you on a bus, and so this is how they can pick you out in a crowd. So you wear that.
I mean, you think it's a little childish, but at the same time, somebody got lost and got left at an airport. So by putting that sticker on, they have people there literally scouting for those stickers to say, you're supposed to be over here, please come over here.
And the transfers are included.
Yeah,
so that's all.
There's no additional money, and they're really courteous, and they take good care of your luggage. None of our luggage was damaged, none of it was lost, thankfully. There were some people who had lost baggage, but it wasn't Viking's fault. It just never showed up at the airport.
Right, airlines.
So that's just the airlines. They suck. Bit of advice, cross pack your stuff. Don't put just all of my stuff in one thing, all of her stuff in another. We're going to cross pack all of our things, so in the event that somebody does fail to get our luggage somewhere, at least then we have a few bit of clothes until they can get it.
Totally.
And I did hear one of the Viking reps, when they do find the stuff, they bring it to the boat directly for you, no additional charge.
Viking is really, really amazing. And so...
she likes their hot dogs.
I do. They have hot dogs by the pools in Ocean Cruise. Now, the River Cruise doesn't have that stuff, but we probably, more than likely, I will do a video of what we thought about the River Cruise versus an Ocean Cruise. So the Ocean Cruise footage is not on our YouTube channel because that was actually the first time that we had just, got the camera, and apparently I walk like a woolly mammoth, so I really needed...
Flat-footed, like a big old clown.
So we really needed a gimbal because all of the footage was like shaky cam Blair Witch Project style, it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty shaky. So I'm going to try to input some of this stuff when we're talking about things here. But hey, bud, he needs attention. But hopefully the River Cruise will be better because I've got a lot more technology and a lot more things that are helping us. But that's why you haven't seen any of the Ocean Cruise stuff, because really it wasn't really good enough to put together in a video. But anyway, we'll do a Viking River versus Viking Ocean Cruise sometime, hopefully later in December. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're gonna think about looking into Viking.
If you do, leave a comment so we can directly contact you. We can give you a code.
And you get like $200 off.
And we'll give you a nice little discount by knowing who we are. So use it.
Yeah, definitely use it. We'll put, just contact us in the comments below and we'll be able to give you that. And we're really just so excited to go on this. It's been a long time coming. I think when we first booked it and I looked on the My Viking Journey, it was like 500 days away. And now it's like only 5 days away. And I've been like casually looking at it probably once every couple weeks and reminding Terry, oh, it's still 400 days away. So now we're so close and we're so excited to just go away and enjoy this Viking River cruise. And we'll post up videos when we get back from our 8-day cruise. So with that, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below, and then definitely subscribe because we are going to have more Viking videos and you're not going to want to miss those. So see you later.